Hi, Matt with eTrailer. If you have a 2022 Toyota 4Runner and you're looking at carrying maybe a variety of different types of bikes, then the RockyMounts GuideRail Bike Racks will be a great option for you. So let's check it out. So the first thing I want to really check out and show off is how it's interacting with our vehicle today. And even if you're on those really bumpy rides, we got so much clearance here you don't have to worry about making contact with anything. And we are going to have a 60-pound capacity per bike, holding up the two of them, so you can even carry heavy e-bikes too. And that's really not going to reflect in our tiltway. You're just going to pull this blue lever on the back of it and lower this down. Just make sure you watch out, because that will be a little bit harder to do with two bikes on here. And you can see there's plenty of clearance back here. They open up this hatch area. And this is great because if you're out shopping, you can put those bags back here, or if you want to get ready for your ride, you can just simply take a seat, grab your shoes, your helmet, even tie them right here, and then get ready. And then once you're all ready to go, you can shut this hatch and put this in the seated position. All we have to do for that is the push on the rack itself until it clicks into place. Now, if we want to take a closer look at this, I'll remove my bike. You can start on either side. So I'll start on the front side. You're just going to press in on this blue lever here. That's what I like about this rack. All the touch points are going to be coated in blue. Then lift up on it. And that'll give you the ability to push this arm down. Now the front side is going to be a little bit more unsteady, so I recommend keeping a hand on it so it doesn't fall over. But just repeat that process on the back side. And that's what's nice about this. Since we're using a dual wheel mount, we're not making any frame contact. So this is perfect for those carbon frame, alternative frame, or any bikes with a really nice paint job. And with it off, you can take it out for a ride. Now we can take a closer look at the trays that hold our bike in place. So these are designed for a maximum tire width of 3 inches. And what I like is it's just one continuous track, so it's really easy to push your bikes into place. And we will have multiple locations to mount this top bracket for different wheel sizes too. And you can push this all the way back down. And to secure it down, you will need to push that blue lever back in. You can even start off by pushing it in. Now, if you do this, it will just ratchet into place. And from here, we can get a few measurements. Now, let me go grab a tape measure. And the first measurement I'm going to get is going to be our ground clearance. This is just going to let you know how much space you have to make contact with the ground. And as you can see, there's plenty of space here. This is pretty high up. And this is going to be at almost 29 inches. So that's pretty high. And part of that is because not only does our shank kind of go up a little bit, but so does the whole entire carrier. Now, something to think about though is if you have a really heavy bike, an e-bike to consider, and you're trying to put it on this back tray, that might be a little bit difficult because that's pretty high to lift up. And the next thing we're going to measure is going to be the total distance out it sits. That's going to be about 31 inches. That's actually a little bit lower than what I usually see. Now, since the 4Runner is a larger vehicle, just still keep in mind you are going to be in some pretty tight spots, especially if you find some parking spots or garages. Now, if you don't have your bikes on here, you can actually fold this up. Using that blue lever, only pushing up this time, it'll click into place. And now that it's in this position, it's only going to stick out about 16 inches. So that's saving you a ton of room. Now, as far as how it's interacting back here, it's actually doing pretty good. It is mostly obstructing your license plate, and it's obstructing your backup camera a lot. Now, you will be able to see in some areas here, but I definitely wouldn't rely on it. But your taillights and back window won't be blocked. And then finally, how it's going to install. So we're going to have this 2-inch shank, and this is going to go into your 2-inch hitch receiver. We'll then have an anti-rattle bolt that goes through and connects to this lock core. That bolt is just kind of giving us a better securement point so it's not rattling in the receiver. And that lock's just giving us extra security so no one can take your rack. It'll also be key to like with this chain that comes with your kit, and that's going to be to hold down your bike so no one can take them. Now, in my opinion, I think this is a great rack, especially if you're looking for more of an easy use and more of a clean finish to the back of your 4Runner. Now there's plenty of other options out there that will do a very similar job to this. If you wanted to get something a little bit more premium and a little bit more easy to use and looks nicer, then I'd recommend some of the Co-op bike racks. Some of them are just really easy to use and they have a lot more integrated features than this. But I think this is a great starter if you are looking for more of a dual wheel mount bike rack. But again, this was just a look at the RockyMounts GuideRail Bike Rack on the back of our 2022 Toyota 4Runner. I'm Matt, thanks for watching.
We're going to take it out here on the test course. First thing we're going to do is hit the bumps. We're just going to see what it's like if we did hit some speed bumps. I'm watching the bike, watching how it holds on the tires. It looks like it moves just a little bit, not too much. This is mostly standard with other bike racks, so nothing to worry about. The bike doesn't look like it's going anywhere. Now we're going to go a little bit faster in the parking lot. I'm going to take some aggressive turns and see how it handles there. Looks like it's fine. I see a little movement again, but again, the bike's not going anywhere, so I don't have to worry about it.